across the Mojave Desert in the summer with one single cab with no air conditioning or anything, and a vent windows, and you just drive fast.
Yeah.
Put the big mother 5 times bigger than you need radiator in there, so it runs cold all the time. Cold, low into normal, stays right there. I got 2 blocks in the back. I need to get about 18 more today so I can do another 10 feet or so. Is it wide enough for you?
No, it's fine.
Didn't even notice.
No, I noticed it was wider.
Without them, I don't hear as much. So with them in there. I wish the paper would tell us something about the candidates so we could figure out who to vote for before too long. Trying to think out who's the guy to replace Sitna.
I'm going to go with the lady.
Yeah, haven't got enough information.
I have no idea about her, but the other 2 are. Well, I don't want Chip in there anymore. He's done his destruction.
Well, he's changed a bunch of stuff. Not sure it's all for the good.
The other guy is like somebody who's been on the city council. I think he's just as corrupt as everybody else down there.
Maybe just
the lady hasn't been on the council.
Fresh wind of
the lady hasn't been on the council or any public city office things. I figure that's the person.
Fresh breath of air there.
Yes.
Good argument.
That might be the dumbest thing to decide, but
no,
honestly,
rotation.
Things have been going on.
Rotation's a good thing. You don't want people to sit there for years and years and years and years and years.
Although he's probably going to get reelected.
Well, although they might have more experience playing the games, both good and bad, you know. And when you had to start arguing with the feds about stuff or the state about stuff, that experience can't be good for the city, I think. But I don't know that you're supposed to change your diapers every so often, you know. And
they'll let the members of Congress.
Exactly. Yes.
These ones have been in there for 50 years.
30 years, they're a million more.
Yeah, they're older than time.
Because they got it all from the...
Yeah, they got elected once because they beat out some
other
that had been in there a long time.
Yeah.
Or had died in office or whatever.
Yeah.
They got in and they ain't leaving.
Well, that's the problem.
That is their career.
Well, that's their dynasty. They own that seat.
They own it, for sure.
You know, that's Ted Kennedy's seat.
Yeah,
He can't be a Republican.
Yeah.
Well, why not?
It's like when he dies, we're gonna retire his number or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't see that around the inside of the Senate chamber.
No.
I think they should make him part-time like the North Dakota folks.
Well, they should have the same term limits as president.
Yeah.
Even if you had other terminology, instead of waiting 6 years to be reelected as senator, why not every 4?
Well, it was made to be different as a rotational thing. And it's good and
It
bad.
never got out though.
Yeah. Well, in the past,
Yeah, 2 consecutive. I think 8 years in DC is all anybody should ever do.
in the past,
Yes.
the state legislatures chose U.S. senators.
Yeah.
I wonder why they wanted to change that.
Oh, I can imagine.
Because it took power away from the states. Yeah. They should have left it that way because it would have been more power to the states.
Yeah.
They don't want that. Now I think they jammed that through there about the same time they did the income tax. Well, it's only going to be a little bit. Yeah, right.
It's like that 1% sales tax. It's only going to be for this.
It never ends.
And in fact, we're done paying for it 3 times over.
Yeah.
Hey, but we're going to use that money. In fact, we need a little bit more here. We need another because we have this other project we're working on.
Yeah.
We're going to build this building.
Well, there's
16 times
council building right over
16 times worse than if we just the original project was for. By the time we get done with it, we went over budget like 30 some times, and we're still over budget. In fact, they over budgeted us from the developer who decided not to do anything, and then charged us a whole bunch more money.
Got really burned.
So we need to. We need to take a little money. We need to take a little bit of this tax relief money we were originally going to give you, because we need to pay this off because we were stupid.
Yeah, that whole thing from top to bottom.
We hired the contractor. We never did any background checks on.
Yep.
And we specifically did that so we'd be in this situation.
Cheaper. Yep.
Yes. Unlike the contractor who bid for the thing,
who knew what he was doing,
had plenty of years of experience, experience working for all these other cities that paid and did all his work on time.
Yes.
Well, he was like $1,000 over the budget that we wanted.
Yeah, then we went with
the cheapest guy, and we ended up paying 30 times over the budget.
Yes.
And got a crappier product at the end.
Yes, absolutely.
And then he left in the middle of this.
Yes.
To go work somewhere else.
Yes.
And yes, he came back, and he did the shoddy job when he came back, where we had to hire this other guy we were going to originally hire to fix all the problems. And by the time we hired him, he wanted like double the amount of money he would have originally. Because the original guy wouldn't do it.
Well, there we are again.
Yeah. And then even after that, then we come out with we found all these issues that the original person didn't really do or did subtract. So now we got to hire another person to come and repair the things to the building. We're only finding out 2 years after the other guy fixed a lot of it. So it's the other guy's faults.
Yeah.
And it's a never-ending thing.
Oh, yeah.
So we need another 1% sales.
We'll see if the Discover Center ends up being a good thing or not.
I hope so. I hope that the cities spin through enough scripts to hire the right people to do stuff.
I'm looking at the erosion over here. It's getting closer to the building.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah.
They're going to have to shore that up, hopefully.
You think? Otherwise, the foundation of the building up there.
Well, yeah, but if it collapses, it's only going to take out the hotel.
Yeah. Only.
Yeah. Only.
Bad day if you're there.
Well, yeah, but there you go. Make sure it's heavily insured.
Yeah.
So it does fall over, we can replace it.
Let's see if it works or not.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I hope they don't want us over there 5 days a week to man it. Because that's going to be weird.
Well, again, they want volunteers, so they're going to get volunteer hours.
That ain't going to be very much.
Which means a lot of people will be over there when it first starts, and then
that'll be the end of that.
And nobody will ever show up over there.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're getting away with 409 here, because the national average is like 447.
Don't complain. Thanks to him. Butt-biting technology there. It's a technical term.
We'll see. We'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah.
What they do between now and then. Probably nothing.
Just keep screwing it up. They'll do something else to it.
I shot yesterday. We were driving around. An hour worth of video I uploaded this morning. Kind of tempted to get that drone. $900.
Well, if you could get up here, you could really see.
Well, you couldn't really use it from here because it's too close to the airport.
Oh yeah, good point. Looks like they tore out that road.
But if you have a regular camera.
Hard to believe I've actually got to work in that observatory. Yeah, I can't go down there now because I got that all tore up.
It's for a family, so I'm assuming it's probably
Wi-Fi.
Could be Wi-Fi.
What do you figure causing them to have such wide changes or variations in the speeds of download and everything?
Well, this morning, honestly, it's from what I was told a long time ago is you get a buildup of like you have like a cache buildup sometimes on like a computer. You get something like that in your modem every so often, and it just requires it to be power cycled. You shut it down and it dumps whatever cache it has on its internal memory, and then it works fine again. Because the mode I power cycled for like 5 minutes. Yeah, it's dead. It's broke. Whatever.
Yep.
Came down. Once I power cycled it, it was. But the funny thing was, I was getting 31 down, but it was getting 31 up. So the upload was what we should be getting. It was really surprising. The download was so slow, and I was like, power cycled it for 5 minutes, came back up, we're getting 550 down.
And this is the brand new modem.
No, it's not. It's nothing to do with the router. The router's fine. Okay. It's just every so often this happens to the modem. I think the last time this happened to the modem where I had the power cycle like this would have been like almost 4 months ago. So it comes and it goes, it's just you keep on with your speed tests. Probably 3-4 months I'll do the same thing again, just power cycle for 5 minutes, be good. Now the one person at the cable company that one time when I called in, because it hadn't happened, this is a previous modem, it hadn't happened in like 6 months.
Yeah.
And then I told them everything we went through, and they said, oh yeah, just need to power cycle it. I'm like, well, I did that for 30 seconds. So then you got to have it off for at least 2 minutes.
Yeah, to fully recycle.
Yeah, I know the corporate bullshit that you use to do this. And in reality, we always told people to do that too. But in reality, it was 30 seconds. You're good. Yeah. For most things.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, I told that to the technician. He says, well, I know what you're saying, and it shouldn't make any damn difference. But for whatever reason, it requires at least 2 minutes for it to completely for its memory to completely
decay far enough. Okay, that makes
clear
sense.
itself.
Yeah.
And he even says, yeah, I don't understand it either. I don't think he really understands why it does that. Because he says he just loves looking at me. He says, I don't know why it shouldn't. He says, I have a networking degree, and I don't understand why it just doesn't, at 30 seconds, be fine. But apparently with some kind of longer-term memory or cache or whatever it is,
there's some spark.
The magic, to get the magic back, you must leave it unplugged for at least 2 minutes.
Okay.
So, I'll unplug it and go get a cup of coffee. And by the time I'm back getting a cup of coffee, it'd probably be over 2 minutes. That's kind of how it was. And then the connection speed was back up to what it was supposed to be, I think.
Well, I wonder if the cable boxes are like that too.
well, then since they all run on the wireless now or internet, yes, probably.
Yeah.
So just, well, I don't know, because the cable boxes are all running on Wi-Fi on their own separate thing, and they're basically little computers. Probably not. Oh, well, maybe.
They're a lot easier to recycle than the old.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to recycle it. But as long as the internet's back up, it should be. But I keep a handle on because there's always little tweaks I'm doing to the router to try to get a little more performance out of it.
Make it happy.
Well, that too, but you go into the really advanced settings and you start reading the documentation of what these settings do, and there's a range of what's optimal, and then you kind of adjust in that range, and then you see what it does to speed, what it does to range, what it does to your throughput and your ping level, and every so often you just kind of adjust it a little bit here and there. I don't really have to do it too often because I think I dialed everything in now, but pretty lucky because, like, even down in Iowa, they're getting temperatures 90, 95.
Which we don't want.
We're not even really hitting 70. I think this week we're going to hit 70 this week, but
we're also going to be in the 40s.
Yeah. Like, I was watching one of my guys do truck camping down in Iowa, like Cedar City area, and it was like 95 in the day, and at night it didn't drop below 86. And this was only like a couple days ago.
How far did it drop?
86 for the low.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, and it was muggy. And he's truck camping without any air conditioning.
No.
You can get those. You can get these small portable air conditioner thingies that run on battery, and they actually do pretty good for a truck camper type thing. But they're not the swamp cooler version,
which doesn't work in a human environment.
No. But I know some of the ones that they show are just basically swamp cooler type things.
Does it work most?
No, it doesn't. But then they have ones that are actual AC that actually have Freon in them.
Yeah.
And stuff. So yeah. Maybe we're just going down there one day and just parking over there and just watch the water come over.
Especially when you got water going by. I think it's slowed down a little bit over.
Yeah, they're probably trying to work their releases.
Yep.
Let's get up to their summer level of the lake.
Yep.
I forget which one is which. I said something and he got annoyed with me.
There's a lot going on, and I guess with the Discovery Center, there's a lot of things.
Oh, it was about radios.
Because this thing is a lot more serious than what I think the club can handle. I mean, it's got to be a full.
Yep.
We're arguing about the ASU versus the 101 that he has versus some other type of radio.
And I guess me asking to bring stuff up for the club meeting, I didn't think that was on hand.
No, it wasn't.
Don't want to torque off, Ralph.
Joe was trying to stay in budget and he would spend a lot of money on stuff.
There was some people that talked to me, I guess, ways that I didn't appreciate it. It should have been done.
I thought they were going to go with the 101. I didn't know they went with the ASU.
I don't know. Whatever works is fine.
And they spent over $7,000. I figured they spent a lot of money on stuff. They had to spend a lot of money on the coax and other stuff, so the radio wasn't really...
Yep.
Overall, it works out. It's going to work out. There's no issue with that. I mean, I guess I was under the influence or understanding that this was a club project, and I guess the Discovery Center was supposed to be a complete club project.
I have no idea.
I think they told Joe to take care of it, is what they did.
And Joe was literally bringing up any little thing that he brought to the issue back to the club about something.
I think...
Is it Milo or Rich or somebody was saying, just go take care of it. Just deal with it.
Yeah.
Which is what he usually does.
Yeah, that puts us in a jam because you're not going to find the people to do it.
But the problem is we're volunteers, we're not getting paid, so...
Yeah.
You can do all you want with volunteers, but, you know, they don't want to show up, they don't want to show up.
Like Paul said a long time ago, it's like herding cats.
Yeah, that's like you're trying to get to go to a club meeting.
Yeah, well, there you are.
Or try to get input from anybody about anything.
Yeah, well...
Like, that was the biggest thing when I was doing the website. Like, what do you want? What do you want on there? I never got any opinion, nothing. So I just shoved stuff in, and after a couple of years, people got mad, and I was like, oh, well, I don't really care anymore. Not getting any input.